Okay, today we're going to be helpful, or more helpful than normal. I answered questions on Facebook Home Assistant Forum, and somebody asked yesterday the question, I've got a dishwasher and I add salt to it and I'd like to have an alarm to remind me to add more salt. So we're going to solve the problem today. So let's roll the credits. So things we're going to need. We're going to need a place to store the date when we last put salt in the dishwasher. We're going to need a place to store how many days that you think the dishwasher will last. We're going to need a system that says we've added salt, so set the date to being today, and we're going to need a place to show all this information. So let's get this all started. So starting at the beginning, we're going to need a place to store a date, and the best place for that is what's called a helper. So we go into settings, we go into devices and service, we go into helpers, and we create a new helper. Now there's lots of different types of helper, but we want a date or a time. So we want a date, and I want to call it dishwasher. So I'm just going to copy that. Okay, icon wise, I don't know whether there is a dishwasher. Yes, there is. We'll put an alert on that one. We want it to be a date, so we click create. Okay, so we also need a number of days. So we want a number, and I'm going to call it dishwasher days. And what could we set that as? Let's go dishwasher again. Okay, so we say it's 1 to 100. That seems about right. So we'll create that. So we've got our settings. We'll leave resetting the date for now. So the next thing we need is we need a place to put things. So if we go back to the main menu and go to dashboards, I'm going to add a new dashboard, and I'm going to create a new dashboard from scratch. Let's call it I'm going to call it dishwasher, doesn't really matter, and we'll give it the dishwasher icon again. And it's not admin only, and we want to show it in the sidebar. So I click create. I've then got this dashboard. There we go. So we've got a blank dashboard and we're all ready. So we've got our blank dashboard. Let's add those two things that we know about to it. So I click edit. I go into here. I add a new section, and it gives me a choice of card. Well, there's loads of cards to choose from. We'll choose one in a minute, but I'm going to be lazy now. So we've got an entity that I called dishwasher, and set as a date. Looks good to me. So we'll add that. Click continue. It's going to suggest dishwasher. Add to dashboard. There it is. I can edit that. Now the only thing I'm going to do is change the title. So its name, I don't want it to be dishwasher. We added salt on. Click save. You can see it's there. So the next thing I want to do, I want to add a new section, and by entity, and again I called it dishwasher. Okay, now I can set this number in here. Let's set it to something now. Let's add that there. Click continue. Looks good. Add to dashboard, there it is. And again, I'm going to edit it. And I'm going to give it away. Days sold last. Click save. We've got all those things. I'm going to click done. So we've got all our settings in here. We can change this value. We can change this value if we wanted to. It quite happily remembers. So we've got those. I'm going to change the date on this to be the 1st of January. You'll find out why in a minute. So what we need now is a button or something to set to say we've added salt. So again, I'm going to go into settings, but this time I'm going to go into automations. I could do it as automation or I could do it as a script. I think it's more a script because we're just going to do stuff. So I'm going to create a new script, create a new blank script. I want to add an action. Now we want to set a time. Oh, click in the right place. Set. Oh. Input date time set. That's what we want to do. We want to choose an entity. And oh look, there's one called Dishwasher. And what we actually want to do is we want to set a date. Now I'm going to put a link in the description below on a bit of code that you can just paste in here. So we go in there and we click here, and it's going to get scary because it's going to go into YAML because it doesn't understand it. Now if you looked at the code, of course it tries to protect it and says, oh okay, he didn't mean to do that. We need to make sure it's just in quotes, and if I just explain what it is, it's saying set the dishwasher date time to a date which is now, and convert it into string format, year, month, day. Save script, and I'm going to call it added salt to dishwasher. So that's there. If I go up here and go run script, it says it's triggered that script. If I then go back here, look, it's changed. Yes, for those people that are from the British Isles, it's the wrong way round. It's month, day, year, but we have to let Americans do some things. We've got the rest of the language and they've fiddled a few bits, but that'll kind of do. Okay, so we've got that. We now need to edit this again, and we need to add what we're going to add. We're going to add a button of some sort, aren't we? Let's add this button, and we don't want to add a light bulb. We want to add salt to dishwasher, and we want it to perform an action, and the action's going to be whatever I called it. It's going to be a script. I just type added salt to dishwasher. Click save. So if we just go in here, I click done to just close that. So we've got these three things. So if I change this to back in the past again, 3rd of February, click OK, there it is. I press the button and you can see it's come back to the 3rd of March. So we've done the easy bit. What we've now got to do is we've got to add a markup card. I'm going to edit again. I go in here and it's a markup card. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use a thing called Ginger and YAML to put that information in. I've got it all in for you, so you haven't got to worry about it. We'll just save it so you can kind of see what it looks like. That's there. What we then need to do is we need to edit it. Now what we want to do is we want to paste, and it's quite a lot of information, I will say that. I will try and describe it all the information into the card. So that's it. I'm going to press save so I haven't got to remember, and then we'll go back and edit it and I'll describe it. So first thing we've got is we've got a title, and it's a heading because it's got these hashes onto it. We've then got the words dishwasher last sold added on, and we've gone and pulled the dishwasher date field, and it's got stars around it, which means it's in italics, single stars. We've got the date now, same thing as I did earlier, so date now, and that's in italics as well. You can see those stars. We've then got the days the dishwasher lasts. So again, we've got dishwasher days, and it's in italics because it's got those stars around the outside. We've then got a smaller heading, timestamp values, which kind of is up there. We're doing a bit of working out here. Dishwasher plus days. Now we have to use a thing called timestamps, which is the way systems record dates and times. So the date of the dishwasher plus the number of days. So let's kind of go through this. So as a timestamp, we work out what that is, and we add to it the number of dishwasher days multiplied by the number of seconds in a day. We then convert it back to a time, so you can kind of see what's there. So now is a time, the difference, okay, and then we divide the difference into days. So it's minus 62 days till it's due. So we then got a little bit of logic which works out whether we need to add salt or not, and displays either a title of add salt or don't add salt. So if we save that, now what we can actually do is we can do a little bit of testing. So I'm going to click done. So it's saying don't add salt, but if I didn't change the dishwasher until November the 1st, it wants me to add salt, and I can press the button to add salt. Okay, that's the basics of this. I've tried to leave everything in. Like I said, in the comments there is a link to the information that you need. If you could like and subscribe. If anybody has any other exciting issues that I can solve, either look me up on UK Home Assistant Facebook forum, or just paste a comment underneath here. Thanks very much, and I'll see you on the next one.